formation tool enables instructors to create a survey for students to take and group these students based on survey responses. Instructors can design surveys with questions related to skills, availability, and other relevant attributes to guide the grouping process. Instructors can set criteria to create these groups based off either similarity or differences between student responses. And they can also choose how important each question is in the group formation process. Groups created in FeedbackFruits will exist not only in FeedbackFruits, but in Brightspace as well. Please keep in mind, however, that once groups are published, they cannot be adjusted within FeedbackFruits. Any adjustments needed would have to take place in the Group tool in Brightspace. To use this tool, you first need to access FeedbackFruits. You can do this by going to the Content area of your Brightspace course. Then, select the module you wish to place your activity in. From here, select Existing Activities, and then choose FeedbackFruits. Once FeedbackFruits is open, you can select Start from Scratch, and then Group Formation. After opening a group formation activity, you can begin creating it by adding a title and adding instructions for your students. Additionally, you can select Add Items to record audio/visual instructions. This button also allows you to attach a file to the instructions as well. In the Group Formation area, you can choose the amount of students that will be placed into a group. Please note, if there are any leftover students, they will have to be manually assigned. To begin creating survey questions, select the Configure button in the Group Formation area. You will then be directed to the question creation screen. At the bottom of this area, you can select Add Question. You have two types of questions that you can add. The first is a poll question, which is a multiple choice or multi-select question type. This is recommended to use if you wish for students to automatically be paired together. The second option is an open question. This is an open-ended question, so it will not be able to automatically enroll students. If you use this question type, you will have to manually assign all of your groups. To create a poll question, type your question for your students to respond to. A common issue for groups is that students may not have similar availability. So my question will be, which day of the week is best for you to meet with your group? Then, I can add some answer options, which will be days of the week. If you need additional answer options, you can select Add Answer. If you wish to adjust the settings of the question, select Settings. In this area, you can choose if students can answer multiple answers. In this case, I'll want to enable that in case students can meet multiple days during the week. I can also choose to group students based on their answer similarity or answer difference. In this case, I'll want to group by similarity. And finally, I can choose how important this question is compared to other questions in the grouping process on a scale from 1 to 5. I'll leave this at the default number, which is 3. And now that I'm finished, I'll select Save. If you create an open question, you can type the question, and once you're done, you can select Save to finish. Since this option doesn't automatically group students, I won't need to add this question type for this example. I went ahead and added a couple of more questions to help with the grouping process off screen, but after you've finished typing questions, you can determine your scheduling deadlines below the group formation section. To control when students can begin or no longer access the survey, enable the slider next to the option titled Decide when students start and stop having access even during class. When enabled, you can choose when students will have access to start the survey. Your options are immediately, after a certain date, or after opening manually. I'll choose immediately in this case. Additionally, you can choose when the learning step closes. Your options are never, after a certain date, or manually. I'll select manually. Once you're finished setting up the survey, you can choose Save. And now we'll wait for students to finish taking the survey. So if I take a look at the group formation section, I can see that I had some students complete the survey, while some did not. Typically, I'd like all of the students to respond, but since we're just testing it, it should be fine to form my groups now. I can form my groups by selecting the Configure Groups button in the Group Formation section. And then, I can choose Form Groups. Now, students will automatically be added to groups. If students didn't complete the survey, or if there are extra students, they must be placed into a group manually under the group header in the student table. I'll go ahead and manually place one of my students now. You might have noticed after the group's formed that there is a new button that appears that says Publish to Brightspace. I'll select this so that groups can publish to my learning management system. After I select this, I can set a group name which will appear in Brightspace for the group listing. Once I finish typing that group name, I can select Next, and then Publish. And now, in the Groups area of my Brightspace course, I can see the group listing from FeedbackFruits here. Thank you for watching. For more FeedbackFruits related content, please subscribe to our channel.